Hello students, welcome to Parsika classes. So in previous lecture we have seen how to find a super key and how to find a candidate key in a relation. Okay, so in today's video we are going to discuss about how to find when there is a more than one candidate key present in a relation. So how to find that number of candidate keys in a relation. So let's see this example. So in this example relation we have how many that attributes A, B, C, D, E, 5 attributes, and this is a functional dependency given. Okay, so how to find a candidate key? Firstly, what we'll do, we'll take the closure of this AB. Okay, now and see after taking the closure how many elements is determined by this AB. So here obviously we'll get AB, and from AB I'm having C. AB tends to C, and from C tends to D. Okay, and from D I'm getting E. So here D tends to E. Okay, so that means student I have got all the elements, all the attributes in AB closure. Okay, so that means this is a super key. This is a super key. Okay, so let's find out whether this super key is a candidate key or not. So how to find that? We'll take the subset of this and we'll find the closure of that. If that closure is not a super key, so that means this key is a candidate key. Okay, so let's see that. Firstly, I'll take the closure of A. So what I get after taking the closure of A, obviously I will get A. Okay, from A, am I getting any another attributes? No, I'm not going anywhere else. So what is the meaning? This is not super key. Okay, so now I have to check for B also. So now I will take the closure of B also. So from B, obviously I am getting B, and here I will check in the left hand side, is there B? Yes, B is here. From B, what I am getting? I am getting A. Okay, so A is here, B is here. From AB tends to C, so I am getting C also. From C I am getting what? D. Okay, and from D tends to E, so that means I have got all the attributes A, B, C, D and E. So I've got all the attributes of this relation. So what is the meaning? That means this is a super key. Okay, so what is the meaning? One thing is sure, that this is not a candidate key. Okay, so why this is not a candidate key? Because the subset of this AB is a super key. So that means this AB is not a candidate key. So here B is a single attribute. Okay, so that means this is known as candidate key. So this B is a super key and B is also a candidate key because there is no subset of B. Okay, so now we'll check whether there is any another candidate key available in this relation or not. So how to check that? So we need to check that this candidate key, that is B, is determined by what? Determined by which attribute? So we'll see in the right hand side, is there any B attribute? So here student, we find that there is a attribute B in the right hand side. So what is the meaning? This B is a candidate key, so this B is determined by which attribute? That is C attribute. So what is the meaning? Now this C is also a candidate key in this relation. Okay, so let's check that. Okay, so this B is replaced with C. So now we'll take the closure of this C also. Now we'll find whether this C is a candidate key or not. So from C I am getting C, and from C I am getting B. Okay, from B I am getting A, and A is here, B is here. From AB tends to C, so I will get C, and from C I am getting D. From D I'm getting E. Okay, so now what is the meaning? This is also a super key as well as candidate key. Okay, so now we'll check, is there any another candidate key except this B and C? So now we'll see this candidate key C is determined by what attribute. So we'll see in the right hand side, is there C? So here there is a C, but in the left side, what are the attributes? A, B. So we already checked that attribute. This is not a candidate key. Okay, so that means AB is not a candidate key. So what are the candidate keys of this relation? That is B and C. These two are the candidate keys in this relation. So let's see some other examples. So students, let's see this example. So in this example, let's find out the number of keys present. Okay, so firstly what we'll do, we will calculate the closure of this A. Okay, so we'll see whether this is a super key or not, then we'll find whether this is a candidate key or not. Okay, so what is the closure of A? Obviously I'm getting A, and A tends to what? B, C, D, E. So that means B, C, D and E. Okay, so here student, you can see that we have found all the attributes of this relation A, B, C, D and E. So what is the meaning? This is a super key. This is a super key. Okay, so now let's find out whether this super key is a candidate key or not. So how to find? We'll take the subset of A. So because A is a single attribute, so what is the meaning? Here A is a candidate key. Okay, so here A is a candidate key. So here we'll find this A is determined by what attributes. Okay, so I should find this A in the right hand side of this dependencies. So here I found this A. So what is in the left side of A? That is BC. So that means this A is determined by BC. So what is the meaning? This A is replaced with BC. So now I will take the closure of this. So I'll find whether this is a candidate key or not. Okay, so what is the closure of B and C? Obviously B and C will be there, and A, D, E. So here A, D and E. So what I get? A, D, E. So that means you can see that I got all the attributes of this relation. Okay, so what is the meaning? This is a super key. So now let's find out whether this is a candidate key or not. How to find that? Let's take the subset of BC, B and C. So let's take the closure of this B and C. So here, what is the closure of B? Obviously B will be here. Okay, and from B, am I going anywhere else? I'm not going anywhere else. So what is the closure of B? B only. So let's find out the closure of C. So I will get C obviously, and from C, am I going anywhere else? I am not going anywhere else. So what is the meaning? What is the closure of C? C only. So this is not a super key, and this is also not a super key. So what is the meaning? This is a candidate key. If any one of them is a super key, so that means now in that case I could say that AB is not a candidate key. Okay, so now students, let's see, is there any another candidate key available except this A and BC? So I will see this these attributes in the right side. So here BC is there, but I have found already A is a candidate key. Okay, so we are not getting any another element. So that means what are the candidate keys in this relation? That is A and BC. These are the candidate keys which are available in this relation. Okay, so let's see next example. Let's see this question. Let's find out the number of candidate keys in this relation. So what we'll do, we'll firstly find the closure of A. So what is the closure of A? So here student, obviously A will be there. What is the next element? That is attribute. A tends to B, B tends to C, and C tends to D. Okay, and D tends to, that is A. So A is already here. Okay, so what is the meaning? I've got all the attributes in my relation. So this is a super key. Okay, so because this is a single attribute, So what is the meaning? This is also a AND candidate key. Okay, so now see, let's find out whether there are another candidate key is available. So we'll see A is determined by what attributes. So in the right hand side we'll find A. So this is A. So A is determined what? D. So what is the meaning? So this D should be, I will check for D. So this D should be a candidate key. So let's find out. From D I'm going A. So obviously I will get D first and then A. From A I'm going B. Okay, from B I'm going C, and from C I'm again going D. So that means I found all the elements. So this is also a super key as well as candidate key. Okay, so let's check this D is determined by what attributes. Okay, so here we can see that D is determined by C. So what is the meaning? C could also be a candidate key. Let's take the closure of this C. What I get? C tends to D. C, D. From D I'm going A. From A I'm going B. Okay, so what is the meaning? I have found all the attributes. So this is also a candidate key. Okay, so now see whether this C is determined by what attributes. So here I will find C in the right side. Yes, so it is determined by B. So this C will be replaced with B. So let's find the closure of B. What is the closure of B? Obviously B will be here. B tends to C, and from C I'm going D. Okay, from D I'm going A. So that means I found all the attributes. So this is also a candidate key. Okay, so let's see whether there is any another candidate key. So we'll find this B in the right hand side. So here B is here, but we have already checked for A. So A is already candidate key. So what is the meaning? How many candidate keys are possible? A, B, C and D. These are the candidate keys which are possible in this relation. Okay, so friends, let's see this next example. So we'll find the candidate keys. So firstly what we'll do, we'll take the closure of AB. So what is the closure of AB? AB will be there. From AB I'm going C. C tends to D, and D tends to E, and here student E tends to F. Okay, and F tends to B. So B is already here in this attributes. So what is the meaning? This is a super key. Okay, so let's find out whether this is a candidate key or not. We'll take the closure of A and we'll take the closure of B. What is the closure of A? If I find the closure of A, so I will get only A. Okay, because in order to get C I need B also. Okay, so this is not a super key. So we'll check for B. The closure of B is, and from B am I going anywhere else? So I'm not going anywhere else. So what is the meaning? This is also not a super key. So what is the meaning? This is a candidate key. Okay, so let's see whether there are another candidate keys are available in this relation or not. So we'll check for AB. So student, if you see that in the right hand side there is a subset of this AB, there is a subset of this candidate key. Okay, so that what is the meaning? This B is determined by what? F. So what is the meaning? This B will be replaced with F in this case. So this B is replaced with F, and here A will come as it is. Okay, so now we'll find the closure of AF. Okay, so what is the closure of AF? AF. Okay, and from AF, from F I'm having B. So A is here, B is here, I will get C. From C I'm going D. D tends to E, and E tends to F. Okay, so that means I find all the attributes. So what is the meaning? This is a super key. Now check whether this is a candidate key or not. So we'll take the closure of A. What is the closure of A? We'll get A as we found earlier. Okay, we'll take the closure of B. we'll take the closure of F. So what is the closure of F? Let's see. From F I'm getting B, so here F and B, and from B am I getting anything else? No, I'm not getting anything else, because I need A also in order to reach C. So that means these are the attributes. So this is not a super key, this is also not a super key, and this is a candidate key. Okay, so now we'll see this this AF is determined by what attribute. So when I'll check, so I'll found that there is a F attributes, there is a subset of this candidate key. So what we'll do, we'll replace this F with what? E. So I will write here, student. So this F is replaced with E. So what I will get? A and E. So we'll take the closure of A and E. Okay, so what is the closure of A and E? I will get A, E. From E I am getting F. From F I am getting B. From A and B I am getting C. So I got C also. From C I am getting D, and from D I am getting E. From E I am getting F. But these attributes are already present. So what is the meaning? This is a super key. I will find whether this is a candidate key. We'll take the closure of A and we'll take the closure of E also. So what is the closure of A? So we already found that closure of A is A only. So that means this is not a super key. We'll find for that E. What is the closure of E? We'll get E. From E I'm going F. So F is here. From F I'm going B. Okay, and from B I'm not going anywhere else. So what is the meaning? These are the attributes. So this is also not a super key. So what is the meaning? This is a candidate key. Okay, now student, I will check for this AE, whether this AE or any subset of AE is determined by any attributes. So I will check that. So here we can see that this E is a subset of this candidate key, and this is determined by D. Okay, so what is the next candidate key? That is A and D. So we'll take the closure of this A and D. So we'll see whether I'm getting all the attributes. So here student, A and D will be here, and from D I'm going E. From E I'm going F. From F I'm going to B, and from A and B I'm getting C. So that means I found all the elements. So what is this? This is a, we can say, is a super key. So let's find out whether this is a candidate key or not. So we'll take the closure of A, that is A only. So that means this is not a super key. We'll find for D. So what is the closure of D? The closure of D, student, here is, we'll get D, and from D I'm going E. From E I'm going F. From F I'm going B, and from B I'm not going anywhere else. Okay, so these are the attributes, and this is also not a super key. So what is the meaning? The meaning is that this is also a candidate key. So these are the candidate keys in my relation. Okay, so student, will find whether we have any another candidate key. Oh, here student, you can see that there is the attributes D, and D is determined by what? D is determined by C also. Okay, so I will write it here. So we can see that what is the next candidate key? That is A and C. Okay, D is replaced with C. So here AC is another candidate key. So let's check it. A, C. From C I am getting D. From D I am getting E. And from E I am getting F. From F I am going B. So what is the meaning? I've got all the attributes. So this is a super key. Now check for whether this is a candidate key or not. So what is the closure of A? Closure of A, we know that is A only. So this is not a super key. We'll check for C. So what is the closure of C? The closure of C is C. Okay, and from C I'm going D, from D I'm going E, from E I'm going F, from F I'm going B. Okay, so here student, except A, I've found all the attributes. So here we have not found A, so that means this is not a super key. So what is the meaning? This is also a candidate key. Okay, so now let's find out any this candidate key or subset of this candidate key is determined by what attributes. So I will check here student whether I find A and C in the right side. So here when I'm checking, this C is here, but we have already found this AB as a candidate key. So what is the meaning? How many candidate keys are possible in this relation? That is AB, AF, what is the next one? AE, and next one is AC. Okay, so these are the candidate keys are possible in my relation.